Right now, Jose's sorting into two piles. Our larger prawns for the wok, and then our smaller prawns for the soup. Tom yum is one of our signature dishes. It's our $100 soup.
I love river prawn. When I open the restaurant, I want to make something that have a huge wow factor. Tom yum is literally herbal soup. It's a lot of flavors, and I always want my food to be pretty.
All right, everybody, let's fire 55.
Thai food doesn't involve carrot, broccoli, and a lot of peanut sauce. That's not Thai food. Thai food is full of flavors. It's a lot of life and soul. Kalaya is the tribute to my hometown, my culture, my family heritage. We are sending the message that this is new, this is exciting, this is how the way Thai food should be.
Jumbo river prawns are one of the most luxurious proteins and ingredients, and specifically the tamale, the head butter. In the same way that you would add uni to something, it adds that extra umami, rich flavor. They're not available locally. That's why we have to import them, because they only are in the freshwater rivers in Southeast Asia. When we make the pot of tom yum, we cook the whole heads, because there's so much flavor in there. And then we take that tail meat and chop it up into bite-sized pieces. So that way, when we cook the soup, it incorporates more into all the bites. It's designed to be a dish that shares amongst like 4 to 6 people at a table.
At least 50 a day. And that's every day, 7 days a week. I love seafood. I'm a seafood guy. So this is definitely something I would order if I came here.
We go through about 18,000 to 20,000 prawns a year, somewhere in that range. So big task.
Yeah. Yeah.
For our wok prawns, when we go to fry them, we crack the shell so they lay open flat and steam them, and then baste them with brown butter that is infused with all of the scraps from the prawns and some shrimp paste, some soy sauce, garlic, some aromatics. It's amazing.
Yeah, this is what we need. Right? This is what we need. We need avocado time. This is Titi and this is Gingy. Titi, your new toy. If I would describe my cooking, it will be home cooked, family style Thai cooking. This is what I grew up eating. We are making Massaman curry. Massaman is one of my mother's best curry. Anytime she makes Massaman, the whole village will smell it. To make a Thai curry is a lot of work, it's a lot of technique, a lot of good ingredients that go into it. The chili, and we toast it to bring out the color, the aroma. I named my restaurant after my mother. Kalaya means beautiful lady. Rang, my hometown, is very small province in the south. Our food is amazing, and I just want people to know more about my food. Chili, and we're gonna mix with our curry paste that we already make to reinforce the curry. Can I start my cooking show? Yes. Okay, let's do it together. We have about 5-6 different curry dishes, and each one of them use different curry paste and different cooking technique. I've been trained to make curry paste since I was very young. On my day off, besides doing nothing and play with my puppies, I often make curry paste because I just always curious about what if I do this, what if I change this. And it's a lot of fun. So grated coconut, from here, we are going to grind it until it's turned to coconut butter. We started by pounding it by hand. You remember?
Yeah.
At the beginning?
Sure did.
Yes.
Now we have a automatic stone grinder that simulates a mortar and pestle that processes it much faster, and you can walk away from it.
When I was a kid, it was free labor, but at Kalaya, we pay people very well. I think this just keep me grounded.
At this point now, all of the ingredients are meased out for the curry.
This is called lotus leaf wok. We use it for the big catering and big kitchen in Thailand. We make about 60 quarts of curry in here. So all those 60 pounds of protein gonna fit in here. We're gonna let it rip. The coconut milk and the oil will separate. Next, I'm going to add the spice to bloom. You can rush it. And you ask me if I'm wearing this to cook. Yes, I'm wearing this and cook this every day. Because fashion is life and art, and cooking is also art and life. All the curry paste are coming in right now. Peppery and chili is big part of Southern Thai cuisine. But because Massaman is almost like Thai Indian Persian fusion, so it's not spicy, it's the milder curry. Shrimp paste is impart umami flavor and also texture. So we're gonna add the protein.
So this is choice beef chuck. This is a 60-pound batch.
We are not playing. It is a workout. I love chuck in this curry. You need to have fat and connective tissue. You just have to keep scraping everything. Then we are going to add the aromatic, the toasted dry spices, which is white cardamom, cinnamon, and star anise. We use fresh pineapple. The enzyme in pineapple juice help broken down the protein. Fish sauce. So this is gonna keep cooking for at least 4 hours until everything is tender. The meat will have to be pork tender, not fall apart. And then we will add almond, daikon, whole onion, golden resin, and sugar. We're gonna finish it on the stove top. A little bit of coconut cream on top, and that's it. 7 years ago, I opened Kalaya Italian market with 30 seats. I have no idea how to run the restaurant, but I have plenty of ideas how to cook. And then in 3 years, we moved to a 140-seat restaurant. I know my food is good. I know Kalaya is special, but I never expected that we will receive this much accolade. We don't take our success for granted. Kalaya is my legacy, and it's not just mine. Lots of my team, it's their legacy too. I could not be here without them.
Normally in the morning, if we need to make tom yum stock, we'll put it on early while we have some free burner space. We make a lobster stock, cilantro, lemongrass, galangal, which is a rhizome that's in the same family as ginger. Tastes piney, woody, it's bright. Then we have some white onion, garlic, and shallot. Then we season that with Nam Prik Pao chili jam and a lot of other aromatics a la minute on the line. All of that combines in the pot on the stove to make it even more flavorful. Bring it up to a simmer and let it ride for a couple hours or so. If you sell a big bowl of soup for $98, it better be good. This is our Barramundi that we use in our Tumis Pla curry and our tom yum soup.
At home, we use, it's called Pla Kapong, or it's the bass family. Very large white snapper. And here, what is closer that we could find Barramundi. It's soft, it's tender, and Kalaya's big restaurant, we want something that's super consistent.
We use about 200 grams of Barramundi, so just around 7 ounces or so in both of those dishes.
In Thailand, we have the word pork kham. Pork kham is one bite. So everything has to be pork kham.
Once this is cut, portioned, we will bag up individual portions of the fish for the line, and then we'll store it all together on ice in our protein walk-in.
And I would say our walk-in is look better than my fridge at home. Say it with shame.
We are starting our Kanom Jeeb Nok filling, which is our steamed cod that gets caramelized with Thai aromatics. Fish steams for about 10 minutes, depending on the size of the fillets. While that's happening, you can go ahead and start the dumpling filling. A lot of what we do here, use the Thai Holy Trinity, shallot, garlic, cilantro.
For a person who never grew up eating a lot of Thai food or cooking Thai food, it's hard, but we'll have motivation and eager to learn. We decided we should take Will to Thailand. So we learned to cook, we eat, we went to my hometown, meet with my mother. And after we came back from Thailand, I can see the difference. I am so thankful for him.
The wok lever is kind of right at knee level, so it's the most convenient way to adjust the temperature. That way you have one hand on the wok, one hand on the ladle or the spatula. Just feels cool doing it too. Then from there, we're adding palm sugar. This is unrefined, so it has a lot of the molasses caramel flavor. We use 100% palm sugar at the restaurant. We import all of our specialty Thai ingredients direct from Thailand. Right now I'm adding in Mega Chef fish sauce, white sugar, and a little bit of salt. Fish is ready. Cool it a little bit, and then we're gonna puree it in the food processor. We're gonna add that into the wok and then keep cooking and reducing it down. This is preserved daikon radish that is also kind of caramel sugar preserved. It adds a sweet, earthy, savory note. We're gonna let that cook, and we'll keep stirring it for the next 30 minutes or so until all of the moisture is cooked out of it. Then from there, it'll get spread out on sheet trays. We'll cool it and roll it into fillings after that.
So I love dumplings, and that's my personal obsession. At Kalaya in Italian market, we were very small. So dumpling was the idea of us turning table quickly, but it became a hit.
Right now we're making our Kanom Jeeb Nok dumplings. These are our small bird-shaped dumplings. So this is Nook's namesake. Nook means little bird in Thai. That's what her mom called her as a kid. We start out with the rolled out filling that we were just making. It's important for this to be frozen, otherwise it's very difficult as you roll the dumplings to actually shape them. The dough is glutinous rice flour, tapioca starch, arrowroot powder. We add chili pepper for a beak, and black sesame seeds for the eyes. Depending on the day of the week, we make about 150 to 200 of these little birds. Our other dumplings are shamwang flower-shaped dumplings. We make about 400 to 450 of those. It's a lot of practice.
Es bueno, es relajante. Eso lleva su tiempo. Al inicio pues nos cuesta un poquito, pero le vamos dando forma. Y llegar a esto pues es bonito.
¿Ya has hecho eso en casa?
No, no, en casa no. Lo aprendimos aquí.
We heat them for service, basically pop them back in the combi oven, steam for about 2 or 3 minutes till the filling on the inside is hot all the way through. Garnish with a cucumber, a little garlic oil over top, some cilantro, and they're good to go.
I love when we place it in front of, the table, and they were like, everyone grab their phone and they start, taking the photo. Just kind of fun to see how people reacted to it. Mike, can you light this for me, please? Without burning the restaurant down. Mike worked with me from the beginning too. Thank you, Mike. I got it. I barely got it, but I got it. The new dish that I really love and I'm very proud is called Tumis. Tumis means fry in oil. I'm just gonna add the curry paste now and let them all cook together. Slowly. We use the 2 different kind of curry paste and we combine into one. We use our red curry paste recipe and we use Nam Prik Pao recipes because I want Tumis is a little richer. I'm going to add palm sugar, tamarind paste, and because we don't let anything go to waste, you put fish sauce in the tamarind bowl so we can rinse it with this. Salt, white pepper, black pepper. Now we add this and we're gonna reduce it until it got thicker. And that's it. Once when it's got thicker, we're gonna add the fish paste and we will finish it on the stove top.
We use the same barramundi that we serve in the curry as a thickener for the sauce.
Kalaya menu is quite large because it's family style sharing and I love to have plenty of choices for people. And I like to change my menu very often. I don't want the customers to get attached with one particular dish.
Sometimes if a dish becomes everyone's favorite and that's all everyone orders, Nook will take it off of the menu because she wants to see more things on all the tables.
See, I don't lie.
There's curry leaf also cooked into the sauce, so we just add a little bit more for texture and flavor contrast. And that's it. Tumis Pla. Tuesday night, everybody! We have 246 covers to start off tonight. First hour, 5 to 6 o'clock, we have 57, then 56, then 64, 44, 25. About as even as a spread as we could have. 1, 2, 3, good service.
Let's get the party started. Kalaya is the live performance. You come in, it's just like you enter the theater. And what in front of you is life, is real.
Let's fire. Table 44.
44. My favorite part of the night when we get really busy and there are like flame of the wok and the smoke everywhere and the food flying out and the past is filled with dishes.
Kevin here is making our tom yum. Kevin's been making tom yum at Kalaya since Kalaya opened.
Before I cooking in the Thailand first, I come here cooking in a New Jersey Thai restaurant and help my friend, everybody come to work with Jeeb Nok. It's good, right here.
Local mushrooms grown by Michelin, which is a mushroom grower in Philadelphia. A little evaporated milk, fish sauce, lime juice, Thai chilies, and lime leaf. We sell it for $98, and frankly, that's a steal. Our food cost on it is about 50%, which is not great, but the overall dish is amazing, and we want people to order it. It's one of our signatures and stands out and defines an experience in Kalaya.
Beautiful. I'm doing my weightlifting, like weight training with tom yum.
All right, let's fire bar 1.
What I'm hoping for people to experience when they come to Kalaya, I want them to come open-minded, being adventurous, and just trust us. We have our way to persuade you, to steer you into the right direction, to host you in our home. Because as the host, I think we know best. อร่อย อร่อย been delicious